Kenny Rowe to WHBC Sports. Ty, the job you guys have done on DeMar DeRozan in the first two games, I think he's a combined minus 53. How have you guys been able to control him with your defense?
Well, we know DeMar is a great player, and, our strategy since I've been here the last 3 years is just, take away what a team does the best. And we know he's a great scorer, so, we want to pay great attention to him. And I give JR a lot of credit, Shump a lot of credit, LeBron a lot of credit. Those guys are taking a challenge, but our bigs are doing a great job of, doing our right coverage. We're doing the right rotations, and at times you're going to give up some plays. Valentina's got it going a little bit in the first half, and that's the result of us blitzing DeRozan and blitzing Kyle, and they got some shots. But when you're going to take away some players and take away some things, you're going to give up something. And but I thought our guys did a great job of just sticking with the game plan. Halftime we made an adjustment, and was able to capitalize on that. So. We know he's a great player, and we just don't want to let him get comfortable and get rolling.
How have you guys been able to get command early and keep command of the game?
I think, with DeRozan, I think just, paying close attention to him, not let him get in the rhythm, get in the groove, trying to take the ball out of his hands and, make other guys play. And the same thing with Kyle. But Kyle had it going a little bit first half, but, those two guys are tough to guard. So I thought, defensively, I thought we did a really good job of just trying to control those guys and make other guys play. And we was able to do that, and that's why we got up to an early lead.
Ty, PJ Ziegler, Fox 8, 18 three-pointers. You guys shot over 54%. I know you always say you'll take what the defense gives you. Did you have a feeling that was kind of going to be the way the game was going to be played tonight?
Wasn't sure. The players do a great job of just taking what the defense gives them. LeBron got to the free throw line 21 times, which was great for us. So we was able to get the three-point shot and get into the paint. So with that being said, just, Kyrie's been great at making the right play. They're trying to take it out of his hands. He's making the right pass, the right play. Tristan's making some right reads when they blitz Kyrie of getting it, making the right pass or finishing around the rim. So, I thought, defensively we played decent, but offensively we could have played better. I thought we were a little sloppy with the ball offensively, early, especially turning the basketball over. We could have really, blew the game out early, I thought, in the first half. So just got to clean those things up, turnover-wise, of taking care of the basketball where we could have really blew the game open, but we, got a little sloppy offensively.
Joe Barton, Cleveland.com. Ty, I'm not sure, but I think that LeBron has never started a playoffs like these first 6 games. Can you describe just what he's given you and given your team to start the 2017 playoffs?
Well, he's playing with a great pace, a lot of energy, and I think, when he's playing with that kind of energy, it's very infectious, and we're playing with a great pace. Defensively, I think with JR and Shump, taking the responsibility of guarding the best players, of guarding Paul George, guarding DeRozan, I think that gives Bron a chance to, roam and, rest on the defensive end. So with that being said, you got to give credit to those guys for giving Bron the energy to do what he's doing. And, when he's able to fly around and play with that kind of pace and that kind of energy, it's tough.
Tom Withers, AP. If I could piggyback on Joe's question, Ty, did you sense this explosion out of him, though? Did you think that this was coming?
Well, he's been playing great, all season, especially the second half of the season. He's really been playing well. And, in the playoffs, I really challenged JR, especially with Paul George, of just saying that, you have the assignment of guarding Paul George, and we're going to let LeBron roam, and he's going to guard him throughout the course of the game and the course of the series, but you have the responsibility. And, by doing that is giving Bron a chance to play, extended minutes and be able to roam and play fast and play with a pace. And so, like I said, you got to give credit to JR and Shump and those guys of really doing a great job of guarding, Paul George and DeRozan.
He didn't fight you to stay in there to get 40, did he?
No. He should have made a last free throw. He would have had 40.
Dave McMenamin, ESPN. It's made out with it. JR, along with his defense, he really hasn't been shooting the ball a ton. Is that because he's conserving energy on the offensive end to use on the defensive end?
The way they're playing us and the things we're trying to expose and take advantage of, JR really gets his shots in transition. And, offensively, the things we usually run or, try to get him involved, we really haven't been running because of how they play us and what they do. And, but JR, he said, I'm not concerned with the offensive end. I'm going to continue to get stops. And he's came to the timeouts, numerous amount of times. Like, don't worry about me. I'm going to continue to get stops. And, when he's got his chance and opportunity to shoot the basketball, he made, a couple of big threes, first game and tonight. So, he mostly gets his shots in transition and running the floor. We get steals and playing good defense is when he gets his shots. And, that's usually generated off of Kyrie, Kevin, LeBron, making the right play.
Ty, Ray Jaski from ESPN 990. 9-0 now, a 9-game playoff winning streak going back to Game 5 of the finals last year. Granted, it's over 2 seasons, slightly different units, but what do you attribute it to? The regular season, consistency and focus was not necessarily a strength of this team over the long haul. How do you understand that this kind of focus, this kind of a switch, being able to be thrown on by your team?
I just think, they understand what's at stake. I think getting healthy and understand what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish. Being able to lock into one team, defensively has really helped us out. And, people talk about the defense against Indiana. It's not really, you can't really talk about the percentages that they shot. You got to talk about what we took away, and taking C.J. Miles out of the series, taking Monte Ellis out of the series, taking Turner out of the series except for the last game. When you take guys out of the series, you're going to give up something. So you got to understand what you're trying to take away. And like tonight, trying to take DeRozan out of the series and out of the game, Valanciunas got going a little bit, but that's going to happen. And the same thing in Detroit last year. They shot 49% from the field for the series, but our main focus was to take Reggie Jackson and Drummond out of the pick and roll, and they scored over 100 in one game, but they shot 49%. So you can't always think about the percentages. You got to think about, what you're trying to take away, defensively, and make the team do something different that they haven't done all season. And that's our main focus.
Jason Lloyd, The Athletic. We touched on this after Game 1, but you guys were in this exact position last year. 2 very convincing wins going back to Toronto, and obviously it got away from you a little bit there. Is there anything you could take from what happened last year? How do you keep that from coming back here 2-2 again after?
Well, I addressed it in the locker room after the game. We was in the same position last year. Last year we won both of those games by combined 50 points, the way we did again, this year. And we can't take this team lightly. They're a good team, and we know that. They're a dangerous team, and they have, 2 guys in Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan that can really hurt you, and we understand that. So, we got to go to Toronto with a mindset that this is a business trip. We got to be serious. We got to take these guys serious. And, these 2 games are over. We did what we were supposed to do. We won our 2 games at home, and now we got to go on the road with the same mentality.
Just was curious of your thoughts now that it happened, that they did make the starting lineup switch. You mentioned before that if they went small, you would probably try to post with LeBron and Kevin. And then now that they came at you with Patterson and Powell, just how did you react and what was the impact, if anything?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Joe.